That's the wet and warm, I say.
I mean, that's a loaded question.
You hit me with that rock.
Maybe, can we edit that out?
I was free shitting. It's fine. This wine's really good.
We need a baby.
Okay, no, we can have a fight on the air. That's fine. That's fucking fine.
Self-checkout? That's your fault.
It's like the Hitler stash. Just above their nose.
I mean, you could have gone pre-dev, but okay.
This is where the man sits.
Maybe, can we edit that out? Is it actually recording?
It's been recording this whole time.
Oh, it has?
Yeah. I always do it that way, and I just edit out the beginning. In case there's something funny that happens.
Happens. This is one thing leads to another.
Welcome
to our depressing show.
We're going to commit suicide on this podcast.
It's not funny.
Slit, drip.
Drip, like Rudy's hair.
Whoa. You leave him alone.
Motherfucker.
His Rogaine didn't work.
Oh my God. Someone said it was the shit melting out of him because he's so full of it.
You know, for a guy who makes as much money as he does, you'd think he'd have better hair dye.
It said,
or makeup. I don't know what's dripping from his fucking hairline, but...
some guy on Esquire.com, he writes for like men's grooming and
Esquire
and health. And he said the bile spilling from his mouth overshadowed by the sludge sliding down his face.
Fuck.
That was my favorite thing.
Easy.
It cracked me up. He was like, I might feel bad for him if he wasn't such a lecherous lying troll.
Jesus.
It's pretty great. And then there's another person that said more GOP senators have COVID than have acknowledged that Joe Biden has won. Including...
Progress is progress, I suppose.
Trump Jr.
Yeah, he's got the coves. We know a few, we have a few personals who have coves.
Yep.
Shout out to those, our friends out there with the coves.
Our friends and family with COVID. Sorry, Garrett, we haven't done a podcast and you've been in quarantine and sitting in a room by yourself.
Yeah, man. Hope you feel better.
Poor little guy.
Rest. Take your vitamins.
Don't do anything strenuous.
Yeah.
Listen to your body.
Yeah, absolutely.
It sucks, though.
Yeah, it sucks.
So
being sick in any, like every time I'm sick, there's moments where I'm like, you really appreciate health because you feel like you're dying.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure COVID's no different if you have a good case of it.
Yeah. I haven't been sick for a while, knock on wood.
There it is. She drinks whiskey.
Knock on my whiskey. But when I would get sick, I would get sick.
Yeah.
And so I feel pretty privileged with my health lately. But yeah, so we were going to fly to California for Thanksgiving. And today we made the final and really fucking hard decision of not going. And it was a decision that I felt like it's easy in the sense of why we didn't go, which is if we're asymptomatic or if someone gets sick to wherever we go. I mean, we weren't going to go and be social distance. We weren't going to go and be safe and play by the rules.
First thing I do when I land is just like mouth kiss every single person I haven't seen. And I can't control myself, male or female. Watch out when we land.
Tongue's going in your mouth.
You might get Frenched.
Maybe even a dick or two.
You know, you're like, oh my God, Marty,
dicks.
You're all over me. What just happened? And then they look in the mirror and they have hickeys, like 4. Like, how did you get 4 hickeys on me? And I'm like, I'm quick, bitch. Missed you.
I just imagine you having like a tentacle coming out of your mouth that just slaps on someone's neck.
That's my tongue has tentacles. It goes out.
No little suckers, little suctions.
Yep. As you pull them off, they leave little bruises.
Yeah. My whole body looks like someone's been cupping me with tiny little... Tiny little thimbles.
Yeah, we both were thinking about it for quite a while. It was one of those things that's, if you're thinking about it a lot and you're stressed about it,
you probably shouldn't go.
And I'm not a crazy like, oh my God, everyone's going to die from COVID. No one's taking it seriously. Yeah. I'm like, fuck it, let's open the states.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to be part of the problem because I open mouth kiss people in public. And I don't want to go carry it and give it to someone else.
And we were also going to be at multiple places. So if any of those people got sick in any of those places while I was there, I would immediately take responsibility for that. And
financially, fuck, if they decide. So we live in Washington. Our governor is Jay Inslee. Mm-hmm. And he
follows anything that Newsom does.
Yeah, Gavin Newsom of California. So basically, we're in the same boot. And that boot decides, shit's closed, shit's open. And if they decide to do a travel ban right around Thanksgiving, that would prove to be quite detrimental for us.
Yeah.
No matter where we are.
Yeah.
And I can't miss work. You could probably do it remotely, not ideally from another state, but it is one of those things where we got to take this shit in consideration.
Yeah. It's all the stuff that comes with it that also causes the stress. Like there is a small sense of relief that I have from now that we're not going. But there's definitely the sadness. You
were crying.
Yeah, I cried for so long, all day today, and I probably will cry in this podcast at some point. I mean, my tears of legitimate sadness, I have not, and thankfully, again, knock on wood, I have not been affected emotionally by COVID. I don't feel depression. I've gotten a little kooky sometimes, but I'm definitely not emotionally charged by what's going on. I've just been living normal for the most part. I mean, I already didn't see that many people before COVID, so it's really not affecting me in that sense of being social.
Yeah.
But this definitely, I get why some people at the beginning of COVID cried when a lot of their trips got canceled or they decided not to go somewhere or they lost their job. And I 100% cried all day today, and I bleached everything, and I mopped more times than I can proudly admit.
I would hate to get tested like right before we go, and then you find out I have HIV, and I was like, I don't want to go through that, and then just have to.
HIV is not a joke.
No, that's why I don't want you to know that I have it.
The clap is funny.
Clap. Ooh, I somehow feel like the clap's worse.
It is. Can't you not have kids if you have the clap or something? Like
if it's untreated.
Yeah, if it's untreated.
That's the thing about a lot of STDs is nowadays they're almost all curable and or treatable. And
you just have to know you have them.
But if you don't treat them, there is some serious health, which gets us to.
What is that?
There's a small biplane crashing into our house right now.
Sounds like a toy plane.
Hey, listen to it. What the fuck? It's kind of late for a small plane to be flying. It is.
And it's it's not foggy outside, but it's
not
hazy.
Clear. Got fucking Richie Valens up there in the Big Bopper. The fuck?
God.
What are you guys doing?
It's their ghost.
That's icy out. Let's go for a ride.
Sad.
Oh, Donna.
Oh no, Marty.
Too soon? Is it too soon, Amanda?
No sooner than Trump losing presidency.
Oh my God. And it fucking bothers me because I was thinking about this. We're pretty liberal. We go to this hockey bar that's very conservative, and they had to close down because they had mandated closures on Wednesday. We were there Tuesday night.
For the last hurrah.
Yeah, our last beer supper for until December, whatever. Maybe. Who knows? But they're one of they're such
I think
a
Mona's
small,
right. We're gonna be closed until New Year.
Probably. They're such a small business. They've been practicing social distancing since pre-COVID, because we've gone in there on nights and there's like 5 people in the whole bar. And I'm not saying it's right, but I'm not saying it's wrong. So these people, this is not only their livelihood, it is their family.
Yeah.
I mean, they know people by name. They know where they live. Mm-hmm. They know their families. They know.
Except they didn't know Fran's name.
That was hilarious.
Or was it Jordan? It was Jordan.
It was Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did he call him?
Josh?
I think he called him Josh. We're like, write letter. He's like, oh no, I know this. Yeah, that was hilarious.
Then he said something else. He said like Jared.
But he knew like Fran was a lawyer. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like
he knows I'm a recruiter.
He knows my name somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever told him my name. Mm-hmm. But they're good, wholesome.
I told him I was going to make him my daddy that one night.
That was too much.
That was awkward. I didn't say daddy, but I said dad. I was like, I want you to be my dad. But he's a very dirty old man. And so when I said that, I walked myself into that.
He's what you want a bartender, like someone who owns a bar. He's exactly who you want him to be. Mm-hmm. He knows every, like, joke in like a traditional joke.
He's like a filthy Santa.
Like, set up, punchline, done. You know, it's like.
And the way he says it, his voice is so cartoonish and fantastic. Whatever happened to Bronx dude?
I don't know. I want to ask him.
I wonder if he's okay.
I want to. I'm gonna ask next time they're open. I'm gonna ask Dave.
Yeah. What
happened to the Bronx guy? Because I have a feeling there was a couple times he was a little sloshed in there.
Yeah.
They don't. That's the thing, is they don't tolerate bullshit. Like if you're a little over the line, they'll be like, "Hey, don't do that. Don't come back." Mm-hmm. Kind of thing. Which I love, and it's just beer and wine. But they're such a wholesome, fucking great group of people that it's hard to watch them struggle. So like it really makes me upset to watch them have to close their doors temporarily with no income.
Well, I think what makes me kind of okay with them is that they have so many different investments. Like, I don't think that's his solely only income, because what they sell out of there makes zero money for them.
I hope.
They own, I'm almost positive, they own that part, and then they rent the space next door to it, too. So I think they have multiple rental properties, which is good, but if no one's making money to pay their rent, then that's also probably affecting them. I don't know. I just hope that they have something else.
Yeah. Well, for them, it says a lot for them to, husband and wife, to work, a quarter of the week or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not just like, it's all employees. They're doing a fair share of the sweat equity or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. It sucks.
Yeah. And I get...
God, you're so fucking loud.
But I was thinking about this because I was listening to Dak Shepard's podcast, Armchair Expert.
Yeah.
And he had, what's his name? I'm drawing a blank. The dude from Dak Chisholm.
Oh, I don't know his name.
That guy. He's a journalist.
Does he sound like that? When he talks
he doesn't sound nearly as much, because I was like, he sounds familiar, but he doesn't, like, I didn't know it was him at first, and then I looked him up and I was like, oh fuck, that's the Dark Tourism dude. Jeez. Anyways, he did this whole thing about, he works for New Zealand's anti-conspiracy committee or some shit.
Yeah.
And he was talking about
this
dude. Yeah, but it's all about, like, crazy conspiracy theories. It's basically the guy that came up with the reptilian.
Oh, yeah.